Welcome to Trying to Trade, your go-to channel for all things cryptocurrency. Today we're diving into one of the most fundamental and fascinating aspects of the Bitcoin world, Bitcoin mining. If you've ever wondered how new Bitcoins are created or what those massive mining farms are all about, stick around. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of what Bitcoin mining is, how it works, and why it's essential to the Bitcoin network. Let's start with the basics. Bitcoin mining is the process by which new Bitcoins are introduced into circulation, but it's also a critical component of the network security and verification system. To really understand Bitcoin mining, you need to know two things: how the Bitcoin network operates and how miners play a role in keeping the network running smoothly. Bitcoin operates on a decentralized network. Unlike traditional currencies that are issued and regulated by central banks, Bitcoin is governed by code, and transactions are verified by a distributed network of computers all over the world. These computers, known as nodes, work together to maintain the integrity of the Bitcoin ledger, also known as the blockchain. When someone sends Bitcoin to another person, that transaction needs to be verified and added to the blockchain. But how does this happen? This is where miners come into play. Miners are responsible for grouping together a batch of transactions into a block and then adding that block to the blockchain. But it's not as simple as just picking up the transactions and placing them in a block. There's a lot more to it. In order to add a block to the blockchain, miners must solve a complex mathematical problem. This process is called proof of work. The problem is difficult to solve, but easy for the network to verify once a solution is found. Miners are essentially competing against each other to solve this puzzle. The first one to solve it gets to add the block to the blockchain and is rewarded with newly minted Bitcoins. This reward is known as the block reward. The block reward started at 50 Bitcoins per block when Bitcoin was first launched in 2009, but it's designed to decrease over time through an event called halving. Approximately every 4 years, the block reward is halved, reducing the number of new Bitcoins entering circulation. As of now, the reward stands at 6.25 Bitcoins per block. This halving mechanism ensures that the total supply of Bitcoin will never exceed 21 million coins, making it a deflationary asset. So why do miners invest in expensive hardware and consume enormous amounts of electricity just to solve these puzzles? The answer lies in the combination of the block reward and transaction fees. Miners are not only rewarded with newly created Bitcoins, but they also earn fees from the transactions they include in their blocks. As the block reward continues to decrease, transaction fees are expected to become a more significant part of miners' revenue. But mining isn't just about earning rewards, it's also crucial for the security of the Bitcoin network. The proof of work system makes it extremely difficult for anyone to alter the blockchain. To change a transaction in a block that has already been added to the blockchain, a malicious actor would need to redo the proof of work for that block in every subsequent block. Given the computational power required, this is practically impossible, especially as the network grows larger. This is why Bitcoin is often referred to as immutable. Once a transaction is recorded on the blockchain, it cannot be changed without the consensus of the entire network. This security is one of the key reasons why Bitcoin is considered a reliable store of value and a robust digital currency. However, Bitcoin mining isn't without its controversies, especially when it comes to environmental impact. The proof of work mechanism requires a significant amount of energy, leading to concerns about the carbon footprint of large-scale mining operations. Critics argue that the energy consumed by Bitcoin mining could be put to better use, while proponents point out that a growing percentage of mining operations are powered by renewable energy sources. To address these concerns, some alternative consensus mechanisms like proof-of-stake pairs have been developed, which are less energy intensive. While Bitcoin continues to use proof of work, the debate around its environmental impact is ongoing, with some initiatives exploring ways to make mining more sustainable. The process of mining has also evolved significantly over the years. In the early days, you could mine Bitcoin with a simple computer's CPU. As more miners joined the network, the difficulty of the puzzles increased, requiring more computational power. This led to the use of graphics processing units (GPUs), which are more efficient at handling the complex calculations required for mining. Today, Bitcoin mining is dominated by application-specific integrated circuits ASICs, which are specialized hardware designed specifically for mining Bitcoin. ASICs are far more powerful and energy efficient than CPUs or GPUs, making them the industry standard for anyone serious about mining. However, these devices are expensive and consume a lot of electricity, making Bitcoin mining a highly competitive and capital-intensive industry. Because of the intense competition and the randomness of solving the proof of work puzzle, many miners choose to join mining pools. A mining pool is a group of miners who combine their computational power to increase their chances of solving the puzzle. When a block is successfully mined by the pool, the rewards are distributed among all participants based on their contribution to the pool's total hashing power. Mining pools make it possible for smaller miners to participate in Bitcoin mining and earn rewards, even if they don't have the resources to compete with large-scale operations on their own. However, joining a pool means sharing the rewards, so the earnings are smaller than if you were mining solo and successfully mined a block on your own. So to recap, Bitcoin mining is the process of verifying transactions and adding them to the blockchain in exchange for newly minted Bitcoins and transaction fees. It's essential for the security and operation of the Bitcoin network, but it also requires significant computational power and energy. As Bitcoin continues to grow, mining will remain a critical, albeit controversial, aspect of its ecosystem. That's it for today's video on Bitcoin mining. I hope you now have a clearer understanding of how new Bitcoins are created and why mining is so important. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. For more in-depth explanations and tutorials on all things cryptocurrency. Have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover? Drop them in the comments below and we'll do our best to cover them in a future video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, trade wisely.